Hello, it's Nikki. Welcome back, or welcome if you're just discovering these videos for the first time. I'm an actor, I'm a coach, I'm a writer, I'm a podcaster, and I love to talk all things about personal branding and creating your own gig and your own life and business and all of that good stuff. Today I want to talk about one of the things that many people don't talk about, which is the self-development hangover. So there's so much emphasis out there of do the thing, invest in yourself, sign up, go for it, attend the seminar, book the course, listen to the podcast, and there are so many different pictures or videos or live footage of people going, look at me, I'm listening to the podcast, I'm working on myself. And for that, I applaud you, because it's not easy. It isn't easy to carve out that time. It isn't easy to stop that spiral of like, I don't know, I just feel a bit rubbish, and choose again and to do something different. So I applaud you for that. But here's the kicker. Here's the thing that nobody talks about. Is that sometimes we can go to the thing, we can listen, we can watch, we can observe, we can attend. And then there's always the moment of now what? So we might close, we might finish, we might leave, and maybe for the next half a day or the next day even, we have that spring in our step. Like we are riding on those endorphins of like, oh, I did it and I feel really inspired, or I met this really lovely person, or I've got a bit of clarity. But I know that that crash is coming. That self-development hangover of, whoa, now what? And so often I would go to workshops, to seminars, and I would then have that moment where I had to sit down at my desk and go, right, I've now got to do the thing. And I would open up my notebook and I would see, and I've got awful writing anyway, that's not a limiting belief. I am told frequently, like, I mean, thank you for the card, but I just couldn't read it. There is that moment where I look at my notebook and I can make no sense of where to go next. It doesn't feel logical to me, and it doesn't give me that confidence to step forward. If anything, I'm just left feeling like I'm further away, or I'm overwhelmed, or I don't know what to do with this. And then that's when the voices in the head start to kick in, like, yeah, well, it's probably not going to happen anyway, la, 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 all of it. So here is something I can share with you that you can action that's going to support you going forward. Whenever you do some sort of self-development, whenever you go to a workshop, a webinar, you go to learn, you go to absorb, whatever it might be. When you collate your notes, or when you take notes throughout, give yourself the gift of a double sort of spread, I guess. So split your piece of paper into two columns. In one column, this is like your scribble pad, your ideas, like, oh, maybe I could do this, question mark, or an idea to explore, question mark. I could do X, Y, and Z, or something's just popped up. You know those notes where you're like, okay, this needs to investigate further. And then on the other side, you need to write your to-do lists of, I need to check that page on my website and make sure it works. Or I need to make a decision on Thursday or whatever date it is, whether or not I'm keeping this thing. I need to stop faffing about and I need to come to a decision. Or maybe I need to email, or maybe I need to carve out an hour to actually write that pitch, whatever it might be. Because what will happen then is when you go home, you've got this kind of fun side on the left where you're like, oh, okay, I need to explore this and I'm going to consider X, Y, and Z. So you've got that kind of creative side going on. And then you've got the logical thing. And what you'll find is as you go through the logical steps of sending the email or exploring this or making a decision, you will then begin to see those ticks and that momentum being built. And that is really important for our growth, for our expansion, for that sense of, well, I may as well keep going because this seems to be working. We need it. Sometimes we can leave those things feeling so expanded. The world is so full of possibility, but we have no idea as to how to do that thing. So I would love, love, love to hear what you want to do, and for you to make a commitment to make sure that you have those moments in your diary, in your really busy week, that are expanding you, that are making you think about things in a different way. My one-to-one work is great for long-term, side-by-side, let's actually make this a thing work. It's so easy to dip your toe in and do something and then be off and in, out, shaking it all about. If you have a big project in mind, if you have something that you're like, okay, I actually need to do this thing, let's have a conversation, because I offer 3 and 6 month commitments, and they are great because they give you so much wiggle room to not only really expand and grow and do the different things, but to have that sense of experimenting and trying things, and also to not forget about your dreams. It can be so easy to be like, oh, I was doing that thing. Oh, and then I don't know, something else got in the way. I want you to do the thing. So if you want to find out more, let's have a free chat. You can book that via my website. Also, do go to my Work With Me page and you can find out more there. nickyraby.com/work with me. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching, for listening, and I'll see you in the next one.